Hi there, my name is Kronenberg and welcome to my channel. This is a film review of Unconscious, or as it's also called, Amnesiac. It's a thriller and drama, came out in 2014, it's a 15. It's an hour and 30 minutes, although Amazon's an hour and 24 minutes. Amazon is 6.3, but that's actually wrong, because IMDb is 4.3. So I'll read both synopses. Amazon is... When a man wakes up strapped to a bed, confused and with no memory, he is greeted by a mysterious woman claiming to be his wife. Venturing around the derelict household, he grows increasingly suspicious and afraid. Stumbling across the cold corpse of another man, he realises he is a prisoner. And it is only then the electric shocks begin and the true nature of his wife is revealed. But that's not... Yeah, okay. And IMDb is... A misery-esque tale of a man who wakes up in bed after an accident, suffering from memory loss. He begins to suspect that his wife isn't really his wife, and soon finds himself a prisoner in the house. So the director is Michael Polish, who directed The Big Sur. No, sorry, just Big Sur. Producers, well, there's 24 of them, but with producer on we have Richard Halpern, who did President Down, Lucas Jarach, Jarach, who did Christmas with You, and Jason Price, who did Skybound. Music was by Alex, Aleks, De Carvalho, Carvalho, who did Swing State. The cast, well, there's not many, so I'm only picking the main ones. Kate Bosworth is Woman, who was in 21. Wes Bentley was Man, who was in The Hunger Games. And Olivia Rose Keegan was Girl, who actually had a name, she was called Audrey. Was in Gotham Knights, the series. It was filmed, well, the location was Woodbury Story House in Altadena, Altadena in California, USA. Apparently that was the outside of the house. And it's also known as Amnesiac and Illusions. Trivia is there are no names given to the main characters, therefore you never have to remember them. You could say it's a nod to the title of the movie. There's only 2 people, for God's sakes. I mean, there's a couple of others, yes, but there's only 2. It's not like you've got to really remember, oh, yeah, there's 35 people. What? Who's who? I mean, if you can't remember 2 people's names in the film, I think there's something seriously wrong with you. The credits are showing this black and white images of someone setting a colour film up of a kid growing up and this gentle music, and I think this was like the main characters, because I swear there was a male and a female in the video. I'm not too sure. I saw the car crash as in the very start, and to be honest, a miracle it never crashed before. So he's literally constantly turning sideways and behind him on a windy road. It's like, you know, when you see these films, I see it a lot in films when they do this where they're driving, and they turn to, depending on which side you drive, the side where the passenger is, and starts talking to them on a windy road or on a busy road, and they just literally just look at them for about, I don't know, 20-30 seconds. You're like, you should be dead by now. If I tried that, well, for a start, I'd probably back end somebody else's car, slam into a road somewhere else, drive into a ditch, I don't know, anything. But apparently in all these films it's completely fine. Now they don't do it much in Britain because our roads are quite crap. But in America they do it all the time. They just look to the left, is it the left? No, the right. Look to their right and just sort of just chat merrily to them. Just chat to them. The hands of course are not moving because they're not in a car. Once again, the house is bloody massive. It happens all the time in these films. It's amazing. It's a massive, massive, huge house. The room that he's in is huge. Right? It's nothing but a bed and a small table. It's like the size of a gym. It's like, Jesus, what the hell? Now, I'm curious if many women, when relaxing at home or cooking, wear high heels. Kind of like she's wearing a full-blown suit and stuff like that. I know you might have come out of work or something, but she's literally just wandering around the house in this. It's like, most people would kick those things off and just chill. Maybe put some pyjamas on or something. But, you know, jogging bottoms. But she's like prim and proper all the time. So bizarre. Now, some people say it's like the film Misery. It says at the beginning, doesn't it? Misery-esque. Now, I've seen Misery, and I've read the book. If ever you do want to watch the film, the book is more or less identical, apart from one bit, which I'm not going to explain which it is. Except Kathy Bates is kind of replaced by this polar opposite. I think it was Kathy Bates. Anyway, whoever she was. See, you knew her name in that film. There was only a couple of people in that. So yeah, she's using this film thingy. Looks like she's cutting tape or something. I don't know. And then he just walks into this film room. Like there's loads of bits of film dangling from the ceiling. It's kind of strange. It's like a, I don't know. We've all seen films where they walk into a studio and there's a couple of bits of film dangling down. They look at them and then just walk through to the dark room or something like that. Well, there's literally, it's just thousands of bits of film just dangling down. So, of course, they're supposed to be married, you know, because that's what she said. But loads of the doors in the house are locked. Now, of course, I'd want to access these. Why would they be locked? Of course, I don't think he ever asks the question. Why are all these doors locked? I mean, I would. Ketamine. Now, I know it's a horse tranquilizer, but the fact it knocked him out in a millisecond is a miracle. All the vets and spies need that, and it's legal. 100% legal. So, you know, if you want to be a spy, get some ketamine. Not literally, of course. So the death of someone, I'm not saying who, doesn't make sense. Because this person already saw this dude in the house. So then why is she basically being killed? Or why she killed him? It doesn't make any sense. It's just like, what? Now, first of all, any copper, I'm assuming, knows, you know, your house and you're on your own and you hear disturbance or some kind of screaming or something, you would radio in, would you not? Either for backup or at least to let them know what's going on. Oh, I'm at house so-and-so number, blah, 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 screams are going on, I'm breaking off, I'm going inside now. And then, at least then the police know. No, apparently not. No, not in films, you just go in on your own. So, there you go. If you want to be a good copper, don't bother ringing in for backup or letting people know where you are. So you're chasing down a murder suspect. Don't tell them which street you're on. Don't do any of that stuff. Just go after him on your own, you know, because he just killed 15 people. You know, that kind of thing. It's like, why? Dead. You just know when you watch a film. It's like, yeah. So ignore that the dog's barking. And I've got new microphones, you can tell, so it picks up everything. So odd parts of this film, she gives interesting facts. Now, this one's about lobotomy, and the fact that this guy drove across America in a van he called the lobotomobile. Lobotomobile. Yeah, that's hard to say. It's like a tongue twister. And I was like, is that even real? So I tapped it up on my phone, and yeah, it's true. It's true. I bookmarked it to read later. It's like, what the hell? He pioneered lobotomy, apparently. It's just like, okay, but it was interesting when she was saying stuff. Now, it wasn't a bad film. It was a bit slow in parts, but it's not an action film. It's a drama, so that's what you expect. I can see some similarities to Misery, but not fully. The ending took me by surprise, though. I wasn't expecting that. So it's a 6 for me. Anyway, sorry, I apologise. Oi! Anyway, hopefully you've enjoyed watching this film review of Unconscious. Please subscribe to my channel. I've got plenty of other dramas. I've got quite a few actually. I'm kind of building them up a bit. Give me a thumbs up if you like this video. If you've seen this film, I don't know. Okay, well, thank you and goodbye.